demo for our DA Interventions app. I've created this branch of the main project and added a notification tester or debugger. One of the main goals was having notifications be relevant to the user and have appropriate notification priority on a system level. Something like a nearby outbreak would take much higher priority over an article about ongoing vaccination research or other information and article suggestions we choose to give to the user. So I created a sample notification here of a nearby outbreak, and let's test that as a high priority notification. So it'll come through and see it shows up in the system's notification shade. And if we want to go to the system settings for notifications, you can see that the two channels appear properly here. I've denoted these as urgent alerts or just general notifications, like I said, article suggestions, other less urgent information, and the user can toggle these however they would like.
The Maps portion of this application allows for certain places to be marked and relevant information to be displayed at the markers when they are pressed. Additionally, if the user has the Google Maps application, they can be navigated to the marker. This serves as a way to provide navigation without having to pay for the additional navigation support to the application. So after the user signs in, they're taken to the Maps tab in the navigation menu. Here they're showing the city of Milwaukee. At least for the testing purposes, this is our example city. And within this city, there are different points of interest, all of which they can click on and interact with. When they click on them, the title pops up as well as an address, and down below they can choose to be navigated via Google Maps down here with these buttons.
So, for this part of the demo, I'm going to be showing in the sign-in and the newsreel and the profile page, which includes the location for logging vaccines that the user has. So starting off here, we're going to sign in, and we can either sign in with email or with Google using the Google Software Development Kit that we've implemented. But for the purposes of this demo, we are going to just sign in with email. And using our prototype username, test@test.com, which registers with our database, and so we can continue to sign in with our test123 password, taking us to the home page here, which has news from 4 different continents. Clicking on one of these continents gives us the WHO website for news in that continent and the top 4 diseases and current news on all of those diseases. So if we click on the WHO website for the Americas, it takes us to this page, and as you can see here, it's news releases. So these are up-to-date news releases based on continent, and so this checks off the list of requirements that we wanted with the newsreel, which is credible website, region-based, relevant news that is updated automatically. So if we go back, then we can click on, for example, cholera, to get news about a certain disease that the user may be looking for. So here we get a brief overview of cholera, prevention, and featured articles. And we can go back here, look in Europe as well. And these are all links to credible websites that have up-to-date news on the certain disease. Next, we can go into dashboard, and here we have the profile. And for the purposes of this test video, the name is John Doe. The email is the username we put in, and the password is test123. Now, we can also have one universal spot to show our vaccination. So I included my Moderna vaccination card, which then we can click on and show if we're traveling or for any other purposes where we would need to show a proof of vaccination.